Sweet gentle spirit, hold your heart close to mine. Let go, let love gently light the way. Let go, let love guide you day by day.
And we continue to relax into this moment, for it is this moment of consciousness that is the power and the truth and the love. For is not the divine swirling around and round through the winds, through the voices and the song, through the prayers and all that is. It is the one light. It is the divine beingness, that sacred one. Each of our hearts open to the unity of the light. The beauty of the love and the fragrance of the divine is pouring forth here and now into this moment. And in this moment there is truth. And in this moment there is love. Pouring through as you, as me, as I am that. I am pouring through each of us. This day, this instant is a blessing. For the divine only knows its truth as me and you, as we are. So unto this one spirit of love and light I give my heart, for my heart is open to this one. My heart is open as it pours forth in truth and radiance and love, as each of us are one in the one light. The truth that is spoken today will ignite our hearts even more and more. I invite you to be as me, in full gratitude of this light, radiant, whole beingness of truth. The power of the word, unto the law, the word, spoken truth. I give deep thanks to this one sacred being. And we call it forth, knowing this day is a blessing. We are the blessing, and we are blessed. We call it forth by saying, may it be so, and so it is.
Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, the major hit, the baffled king composed the hymns.
faith was strong, but she needed proof. I saw her bathing on the roof, the moonlight and the beauty overthrew you. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne and cut your hair, and from your lips she drew a hallelujah. Said I took her name in vain. I don't even know your name, but if I did, well, baby, what's it to you? The thunder of light in every word. It doesn't matter what you heard. The holy and the broken
Supposed to answer that. Good morning, my name is Reverend Guy. I have the distinct privilege and honor of being the spiritual director of both the Hilltop Center for Spiritual Living, which is in Fall River, California, and the Corazon Global, which is in Tijuana, Mexico. And this morning, our service this morning is being conducted by both our practitioners, our musicians, who are practitioners, and myself. So it's a pleasure to be here with all of you. And I want to start with a story to begin to answer Clarita's questions. And so the story is this, that one day a man was perplexed by a question, and his question was this: who am I, and what have I come to do? And isn't that a question that we all ask ourselves from time to time? Who am I, and what have I come to do? And so he traveled to a far land where it was told that on a mountain there was a very, very wise man who could answer this question for him. And he traveled, and after an arduous journey of making it up to the mountain, he came to a cave, and there sat what was a wise man. And he asked him, who am I? And what have I come to do? And the man shook his head and he goes, that question is way beyond me. You're going to have to go further up the mountain and ask another one of the wise people. And so he did. And so he traveled many more miles up the mountain. He came to another cave, and there was another wise man. And he asked him, can you tell me, who am I? And what have I come to do? The wise man shook his head and says, not my pay grade. You're going to have to travel. And so he does, and he makes himself, and finally he is nearly to the top of the mountain, and there is a very small cave, and out of this cave came a very ragged and wild-looking woman, truly a bruja. And he asks her, do you know, who am I, and what have I come to do? She looks at him, smiles, and says, "Who's asking?" Because isn't that what it comes down to? Who's asking? What part of ourselves wants to know? When I teach practitioner training, I ask the practice students a question. Somewhat rhetorical, but I invite you to consider it yourself. And it is this. Can we pray for someone that we do not love? Can we pray for someone that we do not love? So here we go. Because this conference is about sharing the light. Can we pray for someone that we do not love? Ralph Waldo Emerson, the great American poet and philosopher, says that prayer is the contemplation of the facts of life from the highest point of view. And what is the highest point of view? It is the divine. And what is the divine? It is that which allows us to see and that which allows us to love. It's the summation of all that is good and true and beautiful. Dr. Holmes says that prayer takes place in our mind. And so, in our mind, can we within ourselves move to love? Can we see the divine in the other to the point that our love is the prayer that heals and transforms? So I got to tell you, it's getting really, really hard to pray for my president. So Dr. Holmes in his book,